Theo, how much is too much in terms of sending emails or tweets or Facebook updates? We don't want to be too annoying, but then again, we don't want to be too lax in our promotion of the screening.
Yeah. I mean, I come from the school of, don't be too pushy, don't oversell. But when I'm putting something out, I like to first send some kind of announcement out to my target, and then I will phone call them to follow up. And then I'll say, the first thing I will say to them is, are you on deadline? Because a lot of times the people that we work with, they're slammed, they're doing 15 stories, they just got to the office, they got to work on something else, they're pressed for time, they're on deadline. So it's a courtesy thing, is, are you on deadline? Just, yeah, I'm on deadline. Well, can I give you a shot later? Yeah, sure, call me later. And then, you figure out what their window is, the best time to chat, and you give them a call. And then you keep your running log list of who you talked to and what they said, And then, as far as like social, you don't want to crowd their space, their invasion of privacy. But I think it's, what this is an event film. So I think, you're trying to model what the machines do. The machines, they have ads everywhere. You can't turn a channel without seeing an Avenger spot. So, I feel like some of the social channels, I don't think it's too much of a problem. But media, you got to be respectful a little bit.
Well, we sent out a good few thousand emails, and that was a few weeks ago. So what would you say would be the next follow-up point?
Yeah, phone calls. The emails are good, but they go to spam, they go to junk. I would have the interns or yourselves, making the round of calls. It's just a list of the folks that you reached out to, the close friends. Just did you get my email? Screening's coming up. Do you want to attend? We do that the same thing for Holly Shorts. We have a lot of filmmakers that participate. I say we showed 360 short form content and a few features in there last year. Problem is, out of that 360, we accepted them, and some of them don't even respond. They're out of the country. They're in New Zealand. They're in Australia. They're doing things. Their email gets stuff goes to junk. So it's our responsibility to call them and say, did you get the email? Can you come? Believe it or not, some of them, no, I never got it, So the follow-up is critical, and then we want to try to reach them and give me a running log list of everyone you reached and what was the result, And then if we didn't reach anybody, we go after some more.
So that's how we've gotten so many people out the Holly Shorts every year. It's because you initially send out the email, and then you do a lot of phone calls.
Oh, absolutely.
We always wonder, it's always sold out. Opening that's always sold out, and that's the kind of effort you put in behind the scenes.
Well, to the filmmakers, we do the follow-up. Yeah. To the general public, we do a lot of promotion with folks. Like we work with InfoList. We work with people that do email exchanges. We do an email exchange campaign where we'll deal with like 15 partners, and we'll do some kind of barter deal. We don't have a massive budget, so we'll say, we'll give you this if you give us this, because they have large databases. So we'll do email exchanges. And then I'd recommend that for filmmakers, is work with partners that have strong lists, that can put the word out for you. But the filmmakers, in this case, it's the people that you work with, your crew, they got to put the word out for you as well. And so you make sure you reach them, and then you say, would you mind sending this out to some of your audience? Because it's a domino effect. Think about it. 50 people, at least if they have, if out of the 50, 25 put out something, and they have an audience of an average about, 50 contacts. Out of those 50, maybe, 30 will read it, and then maybe 15 will come out 15 times. The domino effect.
Yeah.
Platform.
How do you identify key influencers?
Good question. I do a lot of, research about the space. Like, just depends, like, what their social reach is, how many people are following them, on Twitter, if they're a voice that everybody's listening to, if they say something and everyone's like, they're quoted in articles, if they're like, quote unquote experts, they're good people to know, good people to reach. And a lot of times the influencers are in your network already. You just kind of look, you got to look back at your Rolodex and look at your phone and see some of the folks that are in there. And then, sometimes those people have massive networks, you know, and it's not just like you're tapping them up and hitting them up. Remember, you guys are delivering premium content. This is it's a theatrical experience, just like Disney. You know, I'm going to the Disney theme park. I'm experiencing the ride. This is entertainment here. You know, this is not amateur hour. This is the real deal. So when you come to them as we're independent producers. We're established filmmakers. This is not our first movie. We've done a ton of shorts. We do it, you know. So you come to them at the table like this is the real deal here, you know, and then they will appreciate you for that. And then you work out some kind of deal where it benefits them as well somehow. You know, say, look, we'll do this for you in exchange of this. It's the old barter system, you know.
I'm wondering in terms of the approach, because one thing you're saying there is you're kind of saying this is what I'll do for you, and then maybe this is what I can get out of it. So when you specifically when you hit people up, are you letting them know like first this is what we can do for you? Do you present that information to them first, or are you saying this is kind of what I'm looking for you, and then here's what I can do for you? How does that work?
This is the Wild West. You know, we're dealing in the indie space. You know. So there's no rules, you know. I mean, listen, if we had a $100 million budget like some of these big directors, things would be different, you know. But we got to be creative with it, you know. We got to be creative. I think every case is different. Every case is different, where you kind of see who the influencer is, identify an opportunity for them, and I think it's got to be that way first. It's got to be, this is who you are. This is the platform I'm providing, and specifically, this is where I see where you come in, where maybe you can moderate something, maybe you can moderate the Q&A panel, you know, for us on our behalf. You know, I feel that you got to figure out what the specific tie-in and hook is for them to benefit, to be an asset to your event, and how your event is an asset to them. Look, you're going to reach 300 people. This is a massive event, you know, that type of thing, for instance. Yeah, last year we went to events. We did a lot of networking. This is HOLLYSHORTS. I just keep using the HOLLYSHORTS model because it's like we do a lot of barter deals.
Because you built it from the ground up.
We did a lot of barter deals. We met someone at an event, and he was like, "I want to reach more people." You know, they do massive events for hundreds and $1,000 budgets. They're a streaming company where they live stream things, and he didn't need to do our festival, but he saw the opportunity. We laid it out to him. This is an audience. We have a massive red carpet, and you know, reaching Hollywood. There are going to be celebrities there. We have an after party. We have sessions. It just made sense for him because he wanted exposure to more of Hollywood, you know, per se, where most of his clients are very in the corporate space, not in the indie filmmaking space. And we sold it. We told it to him like it is. This is a festival. There's celebrities that attend. There's next generation filmmakers that attend. This is how many people we reach. And then, you know, it was a no-brainer to him, and so we partnered, and it was a hit. But again, it's like I feel like there's some executives out there that talk about that, just like they make branding marriages that make sense. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like what we do. I think that's what you have to do. You're a brand. You got to make strategic partnerships and alliances that make sense, that will drive people to your screening, that will drive audiences, and in turn, you know, elevate everybody's career.